For those of you watching the stream, I apologize, but you're going to have to hear me talk. What happened? Can you hear me? Dude, I told you that the other day, like, I couldn't hear it ringing to save my life. Are you on Mystique? Whatever the fuck it's called? Okay. Let me load it up. I am actually waiting for the Panther to send me an invite, so give me a second. No, I've been trying to set this up for the last 20 minutes. I gotta hurry up and get this played. Yeah. It's shadowed or some shit like that. You have to turn it on. And then it's pretty much just copy and paste from there. Well, we're not started yet, so it's all good. Well, just because wish, you know, people can wish doesn't mean it's always going to be granted. Alright, he just said the shit was sent. I'm waiting for it. Come on. Dude, my phone is just blowing the hell up all of a sudden, shit. There it is. Alright, let's try this again. I couldn't tell you, bro. Well, you thought wrong. I don't know. Maybe I can. Who's this guy you're trying to get? Who's this guy you're trying to get? Maybe what you could probably do. We should have. Yeah, I was about to say. All right, join him.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I wish this coffee go there. I'm going to lose this game real quick. I'm going to head to work. So I get to be depressed twice.
Go. Let's rock now. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
On first down, Newton. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Do some.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Here we go, fellas. Do some. Do some.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Newton now to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw is Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. He takes this for 3 to the 29. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Hey, let's go. Hey, got it. Right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. And he is the NFC rating offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go down at the 28. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now Ryan, he's going to fire, and this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point put through by Succop. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here we go, fellas. Hey, hey! Express! Look at it!
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, hey! Green!
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Newton on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
Taken in at the 11th. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And here now come the Falcons. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Complete to Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
21.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
11. Get up!
Now it's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Hey, hey!
Now a handoff to Richard, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Here we go.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
20.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. He almost had it. The big D lineman Nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's caught. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And he's able to put it through. Gano out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Again, Ryan. This is intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Do something. Look at it.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gano out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
20.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On second down, here's Ryan. A heck of a move.
Man.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now the pitch to Freeman. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Carolina getting set to take the field. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays.
He's got a man complete, and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half, and the Panthers add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can
can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On second down, Freeman. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Again, they'll run with Freeman. Spinning away. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It was Eric Reed in on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping
Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set. 180. Great. 20. Set.
From the 50, Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's got this down to the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Newton. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Do something.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Hey. Gun. Go get him. What is it?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Freeman again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Get up!
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They toss to Freeman. Running right through it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Gun. Hey, Tuesday.
On first down, Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Hey, wait. Gun.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's a give to Richard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. That's what she meant.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Let's go.
On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It's Ross Cockrell that time that made the tackle. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. From the shotgun, Ryan. Forced out to his left. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Set. 180. Great. Gun.
Mike 42.
And they'll go on the ground. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Newton. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr. had the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. A 20th carry now for Freeman. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home.
Are y'all still there? No? I guess I can't. Shit, I can't hear y'all. There you go. What's up, y'all? Hey, what's up? Yo, I won't be able to do this shit again, bro. Fucking play a game this late. Fucking, it just ended. And it's fucking 5 o'clock. Dude, I had to do 2 o'clock, more than half the game, just to make sure I left on time. Oh, shit. I know, right? Right? Let me go stop this stream real quick.